Is it possible Brandon Cronenberg is ready to topple his father, David Cronenberg, as the king of body horror? Man, it sure seems like he's shooting for greatness. After enjoying his first film, Antiviral, immensely, Cronenberg returns with Possessor and tops himself at telling creepy, cerebral, and sophisticated body horror. Welcome back to ML Miller Frights, a part of Kings of Horror Network. I'm ML Miller. While you might be watching this video on the Kings of Horror Network, I urge you to click over to my ML Miller Frights page and give that page a like, share with your buddies across the electronic superhighway, click subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to ring that bell for notifications. Let's get the word out to new folks so we can make the Kings of Horror Network and ML Miller Frights bigger and better. Just to let you know, I'm going to be counting down the best of the best in horror every day in October on my ML Miller Frights page, as well as on ML Miller Writes. So be sure to check over there at ML Miller Frights for new videos counting down to my pick for the #1 horror movie of 2020. Possessor is in select drive-ins and movie theaters, and it'll be available on demand and digital download, I believe, in a few weeks from Neon Films. Mandy's Andrea Riseborough stars as Tasia Voss, an agent for a secret government organization that seems to be in charge of assassinating influential people. The organization does this by transferring Tasia's mind into a civilian close to the target, and then pulling her out of that civilian's mind after the deed is done and the civilian seemingly commits suicide at the hands of Tasia. It seems Tasia has been doing this dangerous business for a long time, and her support system, appropriately called Girder, played by Jennifer Jason Leigh, feels that the stress has been too much for Tasia. But after a small break to see her estranged husband and son, Tasia is ready for her next assignment. This assignment calls for Tasia to leap into the mind of Colin Tate, played by It Comes at Night's Christopher Abbott. But this leap proves to be a difficult one, leaving Tasia and Colin to battle for control of Colin's body. While Possessor is billed as science fiction, you really can't get much more horrific than this one. This is mainly due to the extremely graphic violence that occurs while Tasia is in control of her drone bodies. Cronenberg has a way of getting in close for the carnage, with quick shots of wounds being made, blood spurting, and also the actions and the looks around this act being performed. This combo makes the violence feel much more impactful and intimate, as if you're riding along in the body with Tasia and experiencing this horror yourself. The results are numerous scenes of bloody murder filled with blood-soaked floors, clothes, and walls. And it's pretty awesome. In between these acts of horror, Cronenberg enters the mind of Tasia and Colin to show us a mind and soul being undone and sewn back together. The creative and nightmarish imagery of Possessor during the, for lack of a better word, mind meld involve the tearing of flesh, the melting of self, and vivid strobes of unnatural light. When Tasia and Colin battle it out inside of Colin's body for control, the world is upended and mirrored and duplicated as if reality is using a faulty copy machine. Again, Cronenberg brings us an intimate look inside to see the battle. This is no slapstick arguing with oneself that we've seen time and time again in movies like All of Me, Evil Dead 2, and other fun flicks like that. This is an arduous, all-out battle from the inside out that will get under your skin as it gets under those involved. While the concepts are pretty lofty, everyone is committed to selling the out-there ideas at play in Possessor. Andrea Riseborough once again plays a haunting role, a role she perfected in Mandy. While she is shown doing heinous things while inside the bodies of others, we're shown how much these procedures weigh on her body and soul. This, paired with the scenes she shares trying to be social and human with her distanced family and friends, humanizes her, and it had me rooting for her, even when she was taking over the seemingly innocent mind of Colin. Abbott is also very strong here, and while it's often unclear whether he's acting out his own hidden urges or simply caving to Tasia's influence, he conveys that battle for the sake of his soul extremely well. Possessor might be a bit long in terms of runtime. The film develops the process Tasia undergoes, then fleshes her character out, and then moves on to letting us know not only who Colin is, but Tasia experiencing the world through Colin's body. That's a lot of ground to cover, but being a comic book, fantasy, and sci-fi enthusiast, I understood right away about the mind transference stuff. I understand Cronenberg might have walked it slow in order not to lose his viewers, but there were moments that I felt like things were being over-explained here and there. I did find myself questioning whether Tasia's problems with the transfer into Colin's mind had more to do with Tasia's weakened will or the strength of Colin's. We never really get a chance to know about Colin himself, so I feel the former is more accurate, but it was somewhat unclear nevertheless. Possessor taps into pure nightmare over and over, delving into dark reaches of the soul of the individual and shows an up-close and personal look at that soul being shredded to pieces. It's a painful and unsettling film that will resonate long after it's over. This is good stuff. That'll be it for today. If you like this video, please pound that thumbs up button. Share this video with your social media addicted pals. If you're looking for written reviews and countdowns, you can find them on mlmillerwrites.com. Don't forget, I have 2 new horror comic book trade paperbacks you should look for. GRAVETRANCERS is out right now in comic shops, and Pirouette, collecting never-before-published issues, will be out in late November, early December, with Diamond Order Code APR 201712. And be sure to subscribe to this channel, and ring that bell for alerts to be the first to see my future videos. Thank you so much for your time, and take care.
You're doomed to live the life you're meant to be, stuck inside your reality. You're doomed. Oh, you're doomed. You're doomed. You're doomed. Live the life that you are meant to be. Live inside